For those of us who are Jesus followers, we believe that God is active in the world. We believe that He's working on our behalf. We believe that He's working for the good of creation. But sometimes it's hard to figure out just how God is working. Sometimes what we think is God at work is really just our own agenda that we impose on God. Or maybe the side effects of the bad Mexican food last night. Sometimes it's hard to deny that God is at work, or it seems pretty obvious that God is up to something. And there are times where we just miss what God is doing because we don't have eyes to see. And there are certain circumstances and situations in life which make it difficult to find out what God is doing, to be aware of the divine. When we're scared, for example, fear has a way of blinding us to God's activity. Or what about suffering? In seasons of suffering, sometimes it's hard to see God. Sometimes it seems as if He's abandoned us or forgotten us, or maybe that He doesn't exist at all. And then what about the humdrum of everyday life? It's easy to see God on the mountaintops, but what about in the mundane? I mean, is God really present in the making of a peanut butter and jelly sandwich? And then what about doubt? Right? Is doubt just the accumulation of our lack of awareness of God? Or maybe it's just a regular part of our relationship with God. Maybe God is doing something to us in the midst of our doubt. Well, this May, we're going to explore some biblical stories and some biblical teachings. They're going to help us, I hope, see better. To be able to see God in the midst of our fears, in the midst of our suffering, in the mundane, and in our seasons of doubt. So I hope you will join us this May on Sundays, 9 o'clock for an a cappella service or 10:30 for an instrumental service. And maybe together we can develop a better vision to be aware of the divine. We hope to see you then.